Yo, hello everybody. Welcome, episode 8 of FIGGAH Bangin. Thank you for joining us tonight. We got a full house tonight. We'll just go right into it. We'll start on the left here with welcome Jisk, aka Jbotron, aka Jisk1.
Yo, what's up? I'm sorry, but just the way that you said we got a full house tonight just really was funny to me. For no particular reason. It just. What's up, everybody?
Also joining us tonight, Mr. Aznkidmatt. Thank you for coming.
What's up, everybody?
That's it? That's all you got?
Yeah.
Rare
Also
form today, dude.
Also joining us tonight, as usual, Mr. Dustmightz.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How are you guys?
Uh,
Wow! Is this the Wednesday night vibe that we got going on here?
Come on. Also joining us tonight, very special guest, Mr. Tommy Barricade. First time on FIGGAH Bangin. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me, guys. Awesome. Let's do it.
Do it.
Just do it, man.
Just do it. All right. I know everybody's wondering. All two of you.
All right. So what's gonna be tonight's figure?
Tonight we are doing
I thought it cut out.
Sunsurge.
Yeah, I thought he cut out too.
It cuts it out when the camera switches.
Yeah.
Yay. Jisk's favorite.
Like it was any surprise. After fucking
right.
Monday night's rants, we couldn't run with any other figure but that.
We had to. Come on, we had to. All right. So obviously this is Badcube's version of Sunstreaker. I have the chrome bit still on it. He does come with dull gray, I guess you would call it, for the rims, because the rims are chrome. The spoilers are
Aluminium.
Aluminium. I guess they're intakes. I don't know what the hell these things are. What are these things?
Matt,
Come on. What are these things?
Yeah, like intakes, like for the engine.
All right. You can also store the gun on the top. We'll take the gun off. The gun is the matte chrome or whatever. There's the gray. Stores up on the top, and it has these two dick missiles, which we'll get to later. Put that to the side. Real quick, in comparison, here he is with another Lamborghini mold. I'm only using him because I just got him. I didn't feel like transforming any of the other ones.
Oh, look at you.
And here he is with Road Rage, also because I just got him.
Oh my god.
Anybody else?
Real fast, before we go any further, do you have Sideswipe? Or Red Alert? That's fine too. It doesn't matter. It doesn't just anyone, just that mold.
I have all of them. Yes.
Just making sure.
Technically, this is the Sideswipe. This is the Red
That's
Alert
to me where the error is in this figure.
in alt mode.
No, in alt mode, other than the back end looking like crap, it's perfect. It is a little bit smaller. If you look at it, it is.
Let's see. Let's see.
Where's
Tire
the
to tire.
ruler? Hold on.
Tire to tire.
Yeah, that's like dead on.
No, it's not dead on. Measure it.
Yeah.
It's a little off.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Come on.
Hold on.
Don't go pulling out your dick.
Oh,
It's maybe a millimeter.
It does have the notches in it. I could have. All right.
Wait, did you put them? Did you tattoo them on, or were they already on there?
It's just, from a life's worth of beating. No pun intended. All right. Okay, so and I have Sideswipe, and I'm just measuring just the front hood. I've got two.
he's measuring the hood.
2 1/4 inch of the hood.
It's not even in alt mode.
It doesn't need to be an alt mode. 2 1/4 inch. Listen, I will say this. I admit, as you saw during last show when I had to apologize to Gillian Anderson, I will admit when I'm wrong.
I forgot about that.
It is exactly the same. It looks smaller. It's just the hate. I'm just looking at it through hate goggles.
You gotta take off the goggles.
The rage.
These are both supposed to be Countach's, so they are supposed to be the same car. It's just for some reason it has the engine in the back. Countach. What'd you say? Countach? Countach.
Cow's ass.
Oh shit! Wait, that's the KO version. Fuck.
Wow.
Aren't you a car guy, dude? What's wrong?
You're a car guy. You don't even know what the Countach?
I always get those confused because I saw the KO version first.
Now we're gonna do this, even though we probably shouldn't. But here's the back.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Nothing like the KO version.
Yep.
in the back where the Badcube does kind of fall apart, but the back's not the best. We'll not look at that anymore.
Exhaust on the tail.
Yeah, it's
I
not
can't.
the most
You
appealing.
think Dr. Wu's gonna come out with like a little panel that'll go across that?
It's gonna beef up the rear end. It's gonna be the Kim Kardashian.
I mean, I really don't think it needs it, but you know, I could see
I mean,
something like that, an add-on kit or something.
Has
I
a
don't leave my vehicles like that displayed anyway, so it doesn't really. It's not the end of the world, but I mean that's kind of gross.
All right,
But
and here's the reason why that bothers me a little bit. If we could just talk freely here.
Sure.
It didn't have to be that way. And not that this Omnigonics, it may never even come out, but just based on how it looks and you've seen, test shots of it, not just computer-generated shots. They have the back of the car on there. They did it.
No, yeah,
using
the
official back of the car.
Mhm.
the back of their car looks better than the back of
It
this.
didn't have to be that way. And that's the thing that kind of makes me mad is like, I don't know what they're doing when they're just like, oh, you know what? It's so complicated that we just have to make the back. Like, if you look at the back, you have no idea what kind of car that is. If I just held that up and was like, what kind of car is this? You're like, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it
Does
looks
it
like.
doesn't even look like a car?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's what you said. He said, "Is that even a car?"
And again, it's not the biggest deal, but because I nitpick on the thing now, I just feel like,
Because now that's your thing.
well, yeah, but just once I start once I dislike something, and I'm on that side
Then
of
you're gonna find
on
everything.
that fence, everything that is shitty just starts to stand out.
Man, why is he yellow?
He's Sunstreaker.
Fuck, man.
So he does roll. He rolls decently. I transformed him a couple of times, and it kind of, if you can see that, it kind of wobbles a little bit. No matter how you transform it, there's always a little bit of wobble. But he rolls okay.
I can't get the front wheels to roll anymore.
I know, that's what happened last time. Whenever I transformed it this time for the show, I guess I did it right, and now it's okay. Because now he rolls. But it's still mine's it's still a little bit wobbly.
The Autobot does look great though.
Rubber tires on it, so.
Rubber tires, you can kind of see his face in there. But whatever.
And now this may be a dumb question too, but just out of the box, what did everybody have on the car out of the box? What finish was on the car?
Chrome.
Chrome.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why it's still there, because I don't feel like
No, I agree. I think that's the better one. But I had a discussion today with Jay Ruse about it, and I think we were arguing the same thing. But I think I was saying the silver. He was talking about the chrome. But
You know what I say to that? Fuck J. Ruse.
Yeah. There's some bits that are up here that are clear plastic painted, like this, and actually the paint, I'll give it to him, the paint really matches well. You can tell that it's paint because it's paint, but this is paint and the hood is plastic and it matches pretty well.
Yeah, Sideswipe was a train wreck.
That's not a train wreck, but it wasn't done that great.
It's noticeably, yeah.
It's
mean,
noticeable.
No.
It was noticeable on him. This guy is really not noticeable.
Neither one of them are hateful to me as far as that.
Chrome rims, like I said, which are the same style of rims as Sideswipe. That's what a Countach, not a Countach, has.
God
Bottom
damn
is
Blah, blah, blah. I am the Countach. Blah, blah.
Countach.
I'm here to suck your gas. Blah, blah. Countach.
Bottom is pretty clean. Everything compacts.
Yeah,
pretty
I
well.
liked that. Yeah, I thought that was really, really nice on the bottom. It was
You can
nice.
kind of see the fake chest over here, but we'll get into that. The arms back here form like the engine block. Obviously, it's not a KO because it's an Autobot. All right, do I have to transform this thing now? This is gonna take fucking forever.
You ready?
Anything else about Autobot before we start this?
You should have bought
two.
two.
Anything else you want to talk about before I start doing this thing?
No, I think I think the vehicle mode's okay, other than the back. It looks really
I do
good.
too.
Well, as long as you don't do that, you're good.
It's not bad. You
It's
know what's
got a-
really cool is you can lift up the feet, and then it looks like you're taking a check in the trunk of this thing.
You can.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can almost have the doors up.
And
I
then
can't
if you
get
really
this
pull
side.
it out, you can kind of make it look like that car from The Wraith. You guys remember that movie? Shout out to the
Oh
movie
god,
The Wraith
yeah.
with Charlie
I
Sheen.
remember that one.
Oh, what about Cannonball Run?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go.
Shout out to Catherine Back.
This side I can't get to line up right. This side lines up.
I don't have any problem with there.
Yeah, mine's good.
That's how you got the wheels to roll.
And also, the rear
To maneuver the
mirrors.
doors, they're up like a Lambo style. You know what I mean? The Lambo doors.
Yeah, you can go like
side
that.
mirrors are rubber, which thank God, because there's many times where I grabbed it and pulled it too hard, and I was like, oh crap, but they were rubber.
Whoa.
So that was actually a nice little touch.
I like that they put those on there. Actually, I guess Sideswipe has them on there too, but they're plastic, right?
The side
Yeah.
mirrors?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I've
plastic.
never noticed them until right now.
These are,
Wait,
what?
yeah, they're plastic.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at them.
Let me ask you: is Autobot label on the front hood? In the middle. All right. What about you, Matt?
No, I'm waiting for the repro labels. I want to get the
What repro labels are they gonna do?
clear backing ones.
But
I don't
You
have
can
those.
buy those. I have
know,
those
I
too.
don't-
What about you guys?
paying for them.
They're not gonna do it
Dust
separate.
or
He doesn't
Tommy?
have any other paint apps.
Look what I got.
Yeah, look. I don't.
Yeah.
There it is. It's a clear one. I put it down there.
I just use the white bags. That's what I have.
Or you off-centered it.
Yeah, that's. I looked at. I look at stuff. I try to make the labels match as best as possible. And so it's like down by the hood. It's not necessarily in the center.
All right, do I got to start doing this now? I'm actually not
Yeah.
looking forward to this
Yep,
on
you
camera.
guys gonna race?
Yeah.
I'm not racing nobody.
Oh,
So the transformation is not the best. It's definitely not even the best within Badcube, because you guys know, anybody that hasn't knows that it's Badcube stuff is generally kind of explosive and over complicated.
I call them
Oh,
imploders.
come on. It's
I mean,
complex.
while you're doing
They're
that,
not,
let's
they're not
talk about
transformers,
that.
they're imploders.
Do you think that that's the best they could do, or do you think it's like they're coming from the standpoint, man, we're going to make it challenging, and that's our niche?
That's their niche.
You think that's their niche?
That's yeah.
I kind of think that's a little bit of where they're going. They
Even
want
Huff
to be,
was a little.
they want to be a little
Oh,
bit different.
God.
They want to be a little out the box, a little bit different than everybody else.
Huff wasn't bad to transform. Neither was
No.
Brawny.
No, Baroni's actually fairly simple.
I keep getting confused on the legs of Brawny because they have to be like angled, like they're not like they don't sit like completely flat.
This is what I think about transform. Just a shout out to chat real fast. Harvey Dent in the chat said, "Oh, we're transforming. Be back in 20."
Hopefully it won't take 20, but
Interlude.
we need
But,
like some Benny Hill music to this.
This is what I think about transformation. The transformation should be challenging enough that it's interesting.
Yeah.
But, but you should be able to figure it out without having to.
You can't. Yeah, there's no way you're
What
doing
do you
this.
think the combined wheels are doing?
And there's a lot of little things about this that
Yeah, you're not doing this without instructions.
could like shoot you.
Or a video or something.
And at least that's how I like it. That's my opinion.
I like complex transformations.
Yeah, I don't mind a complex transformation, but not to the point where you want to throw it against the fucking wall.
True.
We're supposed to be relaxing, you know. Like I'll open up a figure when I'm having a bad day. I come home, I want to relax.
Blood pressure's right
No,
up.
this is definitely not the figure for that.
I mean,
I'm definitely not.
it's insane some of the shit that they, and it's great, it's cool, and I get to really enjoy the transformation, and you respect them, but man, this one was tough.
I really enjoyed it when I took it to work and I was doing it at work, so I really enjoyed it. It wasn't totally complicating. It's kind of fun, but I think that they could have maybe left out a few things. You know what I mean? There was a little too much. But otherwise, it was fun overall for me. I don't know. It was my first Badcube product too, right? So.
Yeah, do we want to highlight? Do we have Ace highlighted while he's transforming it, or Matt? Either one of them.
Yeah, I got Ace trans.
Okay. I mean, it probably should be Matt, considering Ace. I love that this is your show and your fucking camera sucks.
Yeah, I don't know if I think it's an internet issue.
It's not. It's because it's a webcam and it's.
They dial you back since they caught you downloading.
I don't know what the hell they did.
All right, so we're gonna start a fucking fund, the camera fund for AceMilo.
I just bought the
Go
camera,
back and
too.
fund. Go fund me.
I'll buy another camera if it'll work better. I just don't know what it'll work.
You don't need to go fund.
We won't know until we try.
Oh,
And it has to work on Mac.
That's probably your problem right there. Ooh.
Ooh, heard something drop. There goes a panel. There goes a wheel.
It's never a good sound.
Can't get the damn heel spur out.
The spoilers, the transformation of the spoiler was really like, jeez. I don't even
It's
know
like
what
you
to
guys
say.
are having the Rubik's Cube off here, man. It's crazy.
Come on, get it out. There we go.
Telling you, man, it's an imploder, man. It goes out and it goes back in. Imploders.
Alright, there's the legs.
When you guys first did it, did you look at the instructions or did you try and
I just watched the video. I wasn't.
watch the video?
Yeah,
I went
I
straight
try
to
not
the
to
video.
looking around.
The instructions bag, so if there's a video out there and I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I try. Yeah, same way. I try not to open those bags unless I have to.
Although I am nerdy enough that I do like to put all the cards in those little plastic safeguard
So
things.
Tommy, let me ask you a question, buddy. You're like going down the third-party highway now. Welcome to third-party country.
Welcome to hell.
That's fucking great.
So what do you think?
It's like I'm cruising down Awakening Avenue right now. It's fucking blue skies, it's sunny, and I'm just fucking enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Tops down.
So now being, so we've all been collecting third-party a little bit longer. We kind of
Used to it.
adjusted to new styles and a little bit more complex transformation. Third-party figures
Oh, you broke it.
weren't like this back before. How did you feel just right out the gate with this? Was it a little too overpowering? Was it too much? Were you happy with the product?
I was super happy with it. Like even like when I opened the box, right, and then it shows the plastic casing with them in vehicle form. As soon as I looked at it, I had an instant smile, man. I was just like, wow, man, the paint on it, the chrome, it just looked crisp and clean, and it just looked awesome. And I was happy right there. Like I was just like, yeah, this is awesome. I take them out, and I checked out a video, Eddie, that you told me to refer to, and I started going through that, and it was fun, man. Like I really enjoyed it. I thought they put a lot of time and energy into it. Maybe a little too much because some of the stuff they could have left out, like I was saying. But otherwise, in the end, man, I loved it, man. It was great. I was having a great experience, man. Doing this at work.
Cool,
so.
man. Cool.
But everything was good, and I really like the fact that you get the options. You got the, like that metallic kind of gray. You put the rims if you want to switch them out. You got that other face. I think that's the prototype face, actually, because I kind of recognize it from when they showed the prototype pictures, right? And when I like that, and I like the fact that they actually put that little screwdriver in there for you to do it, because
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that before.
yeah, that's awesome, because people get impatient and they break out their own sets, and it might be not the exact fit for it. But they still fucking go at it. You know what I mean? He ended up stripping that screw, and then they're like, "Oh shit,"
Done.
So
Did an Apollyon come with a screwdriver?
Yeah, a couple of companies did that.
And then Jbotron. But let me ask you this: would you
Yeah.
rather have not had the option for the silver rims and all those other bits, and just had it to have been $15 cheaper or $10 cheaper?
I would have went with that.
I
would've
would
went
nuts
with
with
that,
that.
I think they were just
never going to use the other thing.
I think they were just adding that shit just to justify the higher price point.
Oh, we also forgot about Chip. Who's got Chip?
I do.
You know I do. Chip Chase.
Chip Chase in Daddy's wheelchair.
So you guys kind of at the same kind of finished at the same time.
Yeah.
We climaxed together.
oh, Jesus.
Except how's the chest look on yours?
Like a chest?
No, like is it like dented in? Like mine says flat.
Fine.
It's good. I'm glad you showed us his face when you were talking about the chest.
Seriously.
Or not
So
the
did you-
chest, the top.
Did you guys take your Chip Chase out of the bag or no?
Of course.
Yeah,
How
I
else you
didn't
gonna?
do that.
Yeah, and he fell apart right away.
Yeah, my kind of exploded too.
His right leg comes off.
I
like
turn
showed up to
around.
his
I
hospital.
turn around. Wookiee's playing with one of the legs in the fucking living room. She's scooting around the hardwood.
Really?
That's what my cat. I had
I'm
like his
keeping mine
leg
in the bag. I'm keeping Chip. He's gonna suffocate in there.
Tommy,
Maybe
look at
his,
this.
his brain will go dead just like his
Tommy's got a
fucking
bag of
legs.
chips.
Wow. How long are we waiting to blow that one out?
Just got
Tommy,
to
look at
me.
this.
Chip Chase's brain is already dead because this guy obviously is. That's why his eyes are silver, is because he huffs silver spray paint.
Can you guys see that? Just
What's that?
How'd you do to him?
I just took him apart. But like
shit.
literally like that's how he came like in the box. He was all messed up. At least mine did.
Seriously, look at his face sculpt on that Chip Chase, man. Like they literally just when they got it, it was like hot wax. They painted some silver glasses, and then somebody literally just stuck their fingernail in his face to make his mouth. That's it.
Well, look at the wheelchair paint.
You know, it's a great thing, man. It's pretty cool that they added it, but yeah,
His fucking mouth is all fucked up. So he just came from the dentist and his mouth's still fucking frozen.
I can't.
Open on each side, you know.
Trying to get there. We go.
I wish he had articulated hands so we could hold his leg up in the air.
I can't even. I mean, who does he look like?
Every time it falls.
Why would you give a handicapped person articulation in the legs?
He needs to be able to sit down, dude.
Easy, Matt.
You know what? I'm gonna buck the whole system. Since Badcube wants to do it, I'm just not even gonna use the wheel. Chip Chase is gonna walk. Christmas miracle right here.
It's a miracle, man.
I'm gonna have him. He's gonna be pushing his wheelchair, and I'm gonna put something else in it. Can of spray paint, little one. I'm gonna find it. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
This weekend I'm gonna take pictures and reenact the Ravage scene.
Somebody needs to make a little ripped up floppy.
Yeah.
I mean, the size of the thing would really just not even be worth it.
Yeah, I know.
So here he is in robot
All right,
mode.
so we got him in robot mode.
All right.
I guess we'll do articulation before we start talking about him. Head is on a swivel hinge. We'll get to the head. Don't worry. I know everybody wants to talk about that. Arms are on this ratchet on a stem. They do kind of stick out a little bit, but we'll get to that one. But so it's on a ratchet up and down, and then a ball joint on the shoulder. So we've got the butterfly, and then the movement you get from a ball joint. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, mostly for transformation, but you get the benefit there. Wrists are on a swivel. They kind of go up and down a touch from the transformation, and he's got all the fingers are pinned through one knuckle. Waist swivel. Legs go forward. You get the hip skirts that go out of the way, so you got forward, back, and out. Pretty damn close to 100 on the Van Damme scale.
100 on the Van Don't scale.
Thigh swivels, double jointed knees with one really strong ratchet and one really shit ratchet. Got a swivel, ankle tilt, forward and back on the feet.
Are we going to discuss the knees?
Oh, we're going to discuss the knees. So the first thing I noticed was that.
Dude, he's the king of the limbo, dude.
Yeah, he's a limbor. He's not a lambor, he's a limbor.
Oh! Oh, man.
Got him. So, I mean, it really doesn't take much just messing around. Like, the hips are really tight. The top ratchet's really tight.
Very
and
nice.
And then, like, as soon as you go to move them, it's just...
It's because of I think the weight. He's very heavy in the back.
No, it's the weight and the springs in those ratchets are not strong enough.
They should have just used the same ratchets for the top.
And I'm pretty sure that you can't get in there to put... You can usually just put a piece of paper or something or a washer to put pressure on the spring. That's how you fix ratchet joints. But I don't think there's any way to... Might be able to take these screws out.
Yeah, there's 2 screws on the side of the leg there that maybe you can open it.
Right, maybe one day I'll take that apart and check that out. Maybe I can...
Matt will probably have it fixed tomorrow morning.
Oh, all right. You got it, Matt?
Yep.
Back is pretty clean.
Yeah, I
mean, he has a backpack, but it's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Really not that bad. It's really just the top of the car folded up.
And honestly, the way, I don't know if you pointed it out, but those little rubber clips that actually
clip on
in, yeah, that was cool. I mean, I give it to them.
I mean,
the transformation wasn't terrible.
He's not coming apart.
Yeah, that tightens it right up, eh?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I like
awesome.
that.
I love that part.
The second thing you notice after you notice that he kind of has a hard time with those lower knee joints is that the head is just kind of floating.
It's suspended.
It's not the best.
Yeah.
When you look at it at a slight angle looking up, it's fine, or even straight on, it's not that bad. But I mean, once you do any kind of upward angle, and especially if you move the head, like, it's pretty obvious. I don't know how else they could have done it, but it's definitely not the best.
You know what really makes it even worse is if you don't get I would call them collarbone panels, maybe.
These top two on the side
If
of the
you
head.
don't get them as straight as possible, and they got
Much
that
worse.
indent. See, this is a little bit better because it's a little bit more straighter. It really looks really bad, and that's how I had it when I first transformed it, and it just really put a bad taste in my mouth when I got it out of the box.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at it head on, it's fine. It's not even that noticeable. But I mean, once you get any kind of upward, looking down angle, it's not good.
Once you get those panels straighter, a little more straighter and flat, it looks a little better, but you can't not see that.
Yeah, no. Once you see it,
who wrote on my? Somebody wrote on my Instagram. It looked like a plank, like it was walking the plank. The head. I think it was. I'm gonna go look and see what it is. But I thought that was funny. It looked like it was the head was just sitting on a plank.
He comes with an alternate face. I have the alternate face on because I think it looks better.
The smirk.
It was New Year, New Tentacles.
Of course it was.
It's like his head is walking the plank. And he's right.
Yeah.
So I got the smirky face on.
That's the face. That's the face
Yeah,
you
that's
used
the
for
one
the
I
test
used.
shot back in the day there when they were.
The other one is too neutral and it doesn't look like him.
Nah.
So what you're saying? I should swap it out?
No, it's your
Oh, you
preference,
can-
man. I switched. I
I don't
switched.
know.
I
to
like
stuff.
both of them.
Chrome or brushed silver. Yep.
Come on, focus.
Focus, Jesus, Christmas.
Now, of course, that I moved it doesn't want to focus.
Is anybody's paint starting to chip where that foot little joint has to clip in? Like
No, but I was a little worried about it.
A little bit. But like the clip covers it up, so then
I actually missed it on this side.
so it's not that bad.
Oh, dude, come on.
Yeah, that was the one part that kind of made me a little nervous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a clip down here, and that thing is a little scary to clip on and off. Hold his gun like a champ.
Yep.
Standard palm thing. These missiles on the side can come off, and if you flip his, you can get it open. Flip his hands around. He's got a little nub on there. You can take one of these missiles,
The
I wanna
noob.
give him 2 nubs and bucket system.
and you can do that like his toy.
Chip Chase is gonna walk. Sideswipe's gonna have 2 nubs. Buck.
Or you can kind of,
I like that throwback look to that.
I do too. It's pretty cool.
yeah. So the toy had a I think it was launching.
And
Yeah,
you
they
can
launched. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
they
can
launched
store
it.
those on the backpack too.
Can he?
Yeah. If you
Yeah,
want
right here. I'll show you. I did that
Yeah.
already, and it
Yeah.
looks so much cleaner. Look.
and it actually makes the
Yeah,
backpack
yeah.
look a little better.
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
it kind of hides the mess
Damn,
that's kind of
yeah.
back there, because
Okay, I like that a lot.
You can put the gun back there too.
yeah, it was a little
We're not-
less.
Can you
Yeah,
put it
that's
up there
what-
still if you have both those things?
Oh,
Let's
right
find
there.
out.
I see where it goes. Right
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Wait. Nah.
Yeah, I think you
Not
have to
enough
have one of
clearance.
them. But I mean, still, if you want to put the gun back there, you just take the nub off and put it on there.
Yeah, and then put the missile on the other nub.
Yeah.
It looks like it can go right there.
Yeah, that's where. I'll flip it.
But if you have both those little missiles
it won't
on
go?
there, you can't do the gun. No, you have to do
You
like
mean the
matches.
You talking
You
about the Jenna Jameson specials or what?
You
can do
you could even make it like it's a jetpack
You can do this.
with the
like,
missiles
yeah,
back there.
Yeah.
That's true. Did he fly?
That's what I'm gonna do.
No.
Or at least
None
have
of
a
the Autobots.
jetpack, I mean.
None of the Autobots except for Powerglide were supposed to fly. Unless you watched
Ironhide
one
had a
guy the
jetpack.
first episode, because he flew. No, he didn't.
Yeah. Ironhide
First,
had a
fir-
jetpack.
the first set, everybody flew.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
one VCI, everybody flew.
And then they just.
forgot, and then they forgot how. Just like Optimus forgot he had rocket boots at the end of Age of Extinction.
Oh yeah.
You know, I gotta say, really messing with these panels up here, the collarbone panels, as I said.
Mhm.
Now that I got them all straight and flush, it's
It's a little better.
a little better.
Still not perfect.
But that head's, it's just like, wow.
His feet are big and wide, so he can stand pretty much anywhere you want to stand him.
Man, just look at those feet, dude.
Yeah, they're a little big. They're a little out there.
Like honestly, they don't, and that's the thing about it. They don't look bad. Like I'm looking. I haven't transformed mine because I still have to take some photos of it, and I don't want to do it again. But like looking at it, I'm like, man, maybe it's me. It's not that bad. And then I remember, and it's like in real life when you have that thing in your hand, the feet are just fucking huge.
Yeah.
And then like the gaps in the shoulders bother me. Like I know you see how that little gray peg. It seems wider.
Yeah.
You know what
I
mean?
don't
In
like
person
that.
than
either.
it does in the photo. It just annoys me.
I wish you were able to push that in a little bit.
I do too.
I mean, you could kind of like do this.
Well, I kind of like
but that
angle
still
mine up.
doesn't Really, yeah. You can angle them up. Well, if you angle them down, they hide pretty well, but then it looks like a
feels
retard.
gorilla arms.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I just feel like I wish the thighs were a little bit bigger. I just wish the thighs were like
The legs are a little skinny.
the same size as Sideswipes. I wish.
All
the
right,
forearms
I would like
and
to.
biceps were the same size.
Can we put a hold on this, and can we put our attention on Mr. Jisk? Can this be the Jisk rant of the evening?
Oh, I mean that's it. I can say it again.
You're up, man. You're up. You tell us everything. What don't you like about this? And why?
My goal. Here's why I don't like it, and this is the basis for it, is that I want to store it next to Sideswipe, and for me, they don't look similar. And I know they're not supposed to. I know that their chests are going to be different, and that's not what I'm talking about, even though I do think that his chest is still a little too small. Or I know Brave made the argument that maybe Sideswipe's is too big, but whatever. I already have Sideswipe, and he seems to work. So my problem is then going to be with Badcube. So now that I want them to look good next to each other, when you put them next, and I always think of Sunstreaker as being a little bit bigger, and maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's where I'm wrong. But the thighs on Sunsurge should be wider. The biceps should be bigger. The hands almost look too big for the wrists on Sunstreaker. I feel like it's his little brother. Well,
they are brothers.
No, I know. But like there's like a 5-year age gap. You know what I mean? Where it's not like, and I always thought of Sunstreaker as being, I don't want to say the bulkier one, but just
the older one.
Nah, I mean, just I don't know how to articulate this in words, but
you don't speak good.
Yeah, I don't. But I mean, just I guess the tougher one. Maybe that's the way. I think of Sunstreaker as being the tougher one a little bit, and because he's so puny, it just makes him seem weaker to me. And I know this is a totally arbitrary and dumb thing, but that's just how my perception.
He's a flashy guy. He's into himself. You know what I mean? He's self-centered.
And I think that comes across just in the figure. The figure, they did a good job at capturing that. I mean, you could make that argument for that. I'm sorry, not to interrupt you, Tommy. But I just think that I want to put them together. I want, like, if I was going to have a shelf, let's say I had all separate, you'd put Prime and Megatron on a shelf. I would put these two guys on a shelf by themselves. And I just don't think they complement each other. That's my biggest issue.
He's maybe half a head shorter. Not even. Maybe quarter head.
You can adjust the legs, too, to make them taller or shorter.
Well, not the legs, the feet.
Oh, yeah.
The feet, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And they're pretty much the same height.
I'm doing that, but that's not the design they intended.
I kind of get that what you're saying. I have them together here, and I get what you're saying.
So, and the best way I could say that too is that when I look at it, it's like how I looked at, for anybody that had DX9 Invisible, it's how I looked at that with the rest of my collection. It had that same problem where it just looked like it didn't quite fit in for me because of its bulkiness and overall proportions. But so that's how I feel about Sunstreaker only next to Sideswipe. If you remove Sideswipe and put in other bots, I don't know what other bots you have with you, Ace, then he doesn't look terrible. Oh,
Dan's most hated figure.
Then it's not bad. But I think just next to Sideswipe and me being like...
He looks good with Mirage. Those two match up nicely. They're a little bit slimmer in the waist. The shoulders are kind of like the same, and I don't know, man. I liked it. I think they're good with Mirage.
Hold him up again, Tom. I'm sorry, I caught you too last. Damn, I'm fucking with this guy.
Those two guys together. I think they look kind of...
See, even with Mirage, I still think he's a little puny.
Yeah, Mirage is.
But he matches better with Mirage than he does with Sideswipe.
Yeah.
Sideswipe's got all that fucking chest, right? That's what throws things off too, right? So.
Right, and I think that's really where it comes down for me, is that when I put him next, he doesn't. I can't store him or I can't display him the way that I feel my collection needs to be displayed, because I don't feel like they match. Sad face, tears. I can't put my toys up on my shelf the way I want.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Transformer collector problems.
But yeah. So again, and I don't know. I mean, so then that just turned into being annoyed, because I was so happy, and I was like, so that being annoyed, I think just then made me just
go off,
just to do a free fall of darkness, and just everything from head to toe. I was like, well, this sucks, and then this sucks, and this sucks.
Everything
sucks.
sucks.
You know what really threw me for a loop with that is that you're not usually that guy.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
You like a lot of the things that come out, and then when I saw that in the chat, I was just like, fuck, man. I'm really looking forward to this guy.
Because I'm always I'm always like, yeah.
I was tuning him out. Hashtag buzzkill.
I mean, I'm even looking around now, and I'm like, man, everything. I think, I don't know. That's why I picked the Make Toys reflector over the fans. Not over the fan. I just like the way it looks over the Fans Toys ones, and I know that the Fans Toys is going to be better made. But there's just a certain. I have a certain idea in my mind, and the Fans Toys reflector doesn't fit it. This Sunsurge doesn't fit it. So there's just certain things that just don't fit in my mind. And that's really my main issue with it. And then I was just pissed off.
Are you going to get the Omnigonics?
I am. If they do come out with it, I am going to get it. Because now I'm just curious at this point. I mean, what do I have to lose?
What happens if you find that the Omnigonics is pretty much in the same cesspool as just you're putting Sunsurge
I'll
in?
just chop that up too.
You're going to settle?
That's future.
It's the lesser evil.
He'll combine the two.
How many times have we settled? It's turning into a time of settling for us. It's not because we're too picky. It may be because we got too many choices nowadays. I don't know.
That's true.
I think it's. I don't. Maybe, but I think the thing is that there's a lot of stuff coming out, and a lot of stuff is getting really, really good.
Yeah.
So you just get spoiled. I'll totally be the first one to tell you I'm spoiled as shit with some of the stuff that I have.
Yeah.
Now, what happened if he came out a year ago or 6 months ago even?
6 months
If he
ago,
came out at
you'd be
the
like,
beginning
holy
of my
shit.
collection, I would have fucking loved him.
You would have flipped your shit.
Yeah.
Yo, absolutely.
because we now see what can and what cannot be done, and when you're holding a $100 price point or almost a $100 price point, you expect that,
And I think that's why maybe I give like Huff a pass, because it was like one of the first guys that I got, and I'm like, oh, dude, that's perfect. It looks. I mean, he looks good. But,
Yeah. What was the price point back then? It was like 70, right? Wasn't it like 69? or something?
I got it after the fact, so I don't know. But Invisible, I keep going back to that because that's really the best. Invisible I got early on, and I was like, I think it may have even been my first third-party figure. I was like, man, it's perfect. And then as I started collecting, things getting better, and you start rescanning your collection, like, man, that kind of sucks now. And that's the wrong thing to say. That doesn't work anymore. I just got rid of the DX9's Astro Train. It doesn't work anymore. Now that I look at it, and now that I have a specific goal in mind for my collection, which kind of changed from when I first started, I see things now like that doesn't work. That stands out. That's got to go. Like I just bought this MP Acid Storm, and I have a feeling that thing's got to go. It's not that it's bad. It's just it doesn't like now that I have this new perspective on my collection, it just isn't.
It's like, where does it fit in? Where does he fit in?
Yeah.
What are you gonna make a shelf of misfits?
A secret shelf.
Well, that's like right now in my point of my collection. I'm kind of really being picky of what I'm picking now, right? I'm learning from mistakes or from your guys' options or something that you're disappointed in. I listen to that and I take that information in. So by listening to you guys, I'm actually getting ahead of the game a little bit quicker. So I'm being very selective of what I want now into my collection, which is great. So I see a whole lot of Hasbro that probably has to go though. For sure, because it's not fitting. So.
All right, so maybe quick across the line. Let's your positive points and your negative points about this figure.
Talking to me?
Yeah, I'm just no. We already got your. We already got your. So I'm just thinking maybe we could go across the line, do a quick open discussion on it. Ace, you want to harp in?
I pretty much said everything. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think he's a really good Sunstreaker. I'm not as nitpicky, I guess, as Jisk.
Ooh.
The only thing I really don't like is damn lower knees. The feet are big, but they actually don't bother me. Like it bothers you guys a little bit more. The head hole bothers me a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
The paint, I like the paint. The paint matches damn perfect. It's a little bit, you can tell a little bit over here because of the blue, but other than that, the fake chest I thought would bother me doesn't bother me because if it used the real chest, it would be just as wide as Sideswipe, and that would look stupid. Yeah, I mean, other than that, like the transformation isn't the best. I actually like War Dog transformation, and this one I don't like as much. I've done it.
Oh, really?
He likes to suffer. He's one of those guys.
I'm gonna say it. I've done it 3 or 4 times now, so I know the transformation now, and it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit better, but it's still It's definitely over-engineered. The feet don't really bother me. They are big, but again, it's a front of a
But
Lamborghini.
if you look at the original toy, they had big feet.
That's the same thing. All it was you split the front down the middle, and those were the feet.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys think that the torso is too small, like the windshield and everything is too small?
No.
No, that's the way he looked. He had in the animation it shrank. You know.
Matt, you stole my joke, you fucker.
I tagged you in it.
I'm looking at it. That's why. And the reason I'm asking is I'm looking at photos of the two of them together to see like. All right.
So you want me to? Anything you want to bring up? You want to screen
No,
share?
not yet. Like if I'm trying to see like I mean I just see some dumb drawings, but I know the drawings don't really.
All right, so let's move on to Matt.
Yeah.
I really like this figure. I don't know if that's because I've been liking Badcube lately because of the complex transformations, but I mean, I think he's really like, you know, he's gonna be my masterpiece Sunstreaker. Like there's
said tracks. Did you?
Yeah.
No, he did say he didn't almost say tracks. He motherfucking said tracks.
All right. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I don't really have any complaints about him. I like the option of chrome or the brushed silver. The car mode looks really good, except for the back. That would probably be my only complaint. Other than that, it's fine by me.
All right, Tom.
Straight out of the box, like I was telling you guys, man, I was really impressed with the car mode. Car mode is just sharp. You know what I mean? Like Sunstreaker's got that. You know, I fucking look good at it too. I mean, and they really made the car mode look really phenomenal.
They nailed it. They definitely nailed the head.
Oh, they did, man. It's great. And then the bot form, like I said, there's that one little part there that goes over that black panel. You know, it kind of made me nervous on the one side. The one side went in really nice, like his left leg, but the right one, I was kind of like, fuck. I didn't
Have you transformed it back?
Yeah, I did, and then I put it back again. It's the same thing. So I thought maybe it would like free up a bit, maybe a little bit looser, but it's not. So.
That's tight.
Yeah, it's fucking tight, man. And then you know, obviously behind the head there, behind the neck. I mean, I think they could have did something better with that. That's for sure.
Even if they would have put another panel underneath that flipped up, like just underneath this black part, that would have flipped up just to hide it a little better.
Just to hide it, or maybe make that black yellow, the black bar if they would have made
black the front, this part.
Yeah, the black bar if they would have made it yellow to kind of match
hide it a little bit, maybe
the panel, that would have hit it a little bit.
I mean,
more.
yeah, that's not. You don't see that in alt mode, so it's not like it would have to be black for any reason. Unless it's black on the show, which I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head.
But the rest of the bot, it's good. Like I like the windshield, like the fake windshield. You know, with that blue, that transparent blue. Oh man, that looks fucking sharp, man. You know, the chrome's nice. I like the options that you can change it out, change the wheels over to that silver. The new face and stuff like that. Fucking Chip's gonna stay in that fucking bag. But I didn't really like the extra little missiles there that you could put onto the gun, whatever those Jameson vibrator specials there. But otherwise, you know what? Overall, man, I'm really impressed with it, man. I really liked it. You know, like I like it. It's great. Finally got a Sunstreaker again. So.
How about you, Dust?
I guess I'll start with my pros first. I mean, it's Sunstreaker. You know, it's nice to have a Sunstreaker. It was one of my first Autobots as a kid, so it's really cool to have one. I've been wanting one for a while, but the paint is great. It's a nice finish on there. The face really sets the tone for me. You know, you look at that, it's like that's Sunstreaker, you know, in a whole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like some of the transformation. Some of it was really cool. Like the legs were kind of fun. Kind of like how the chest all folds in, like the spoiler, how it folded in and stuff like that. But everything else, I just wasn't digging transformation wise. It's Sunstreaker, man. It's nice to have it, you know. And I don't know if that's just me saying, hey, look, it's Sunstreaker. Negative wise, I think the chest panel's too small. The hood, it looks a little too small for him. I'm not happy with, of course, what we discussed with like the collarbone panels and the neck. Of course, we're not going to beat that horse. It was a little something too, and I don't know for you guys, but these look a little smaller proportion than it should be.
The little.
Okay, yeah, that's what you mean.
It just should be a little bit bigger. That, of course, that there.
Yeah, that's a.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
it's kind of an
really,
eyesore.
really fucking killing me. Like, you're a $100 masterpiece figure, but yet I'm looking at that, and it brings my attention. Even if maybe if I take a Sharpie and I blacken that, I don't.
What are
I
you
don't.
talking about? The stem?
Yeah, the stem with the aluminum pin.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's right fucking there, man. You know, it's like you know when you have MP10 or the Magnus
Push in and out.
yeah, and you pull that thing out to get that articulation on his arm. It's just really annoying. And I don't know if I'm just being a pain in the ass nitpick, but if he could be a little smaller. And you know, to be honest with you, not even the knees, of course, but the bottom part of the figure, hold the thighs and the bottom legs. It just seems like it's just not a higher plastic. Like the plastic on the outer panels seem a little bit thicker than like the thigh plastic and the inner leg plastic, the calf plastic.
Right, I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
You know, and you know, again, it's a masterpiece, right? You know what I mean?
Masterpiece alike.
You know, I think
Yeah.
maybe they did that to try and make the outside feel the same, because it does feel the same as like the hood, like a sideswipe. Like if you feel the door panels on that, and then kind of feel the window panels on Sunstreaker, I think that that's what they were going for, is to make it so on the outside they feel the same.
Yeah, but if you feel like the plastic quality on Sideswipe's thigh area,
On
and
the
that
inside.
you know, it just I don't know, you just expect a little bit more for the price point, I guess.
Might have been to fit in alt mode a little better, but I mean, I don't think it could have not been a little thicker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you know, I really enjoy all the little extras, but like we discussed, if you would have killed $15-20 off the figure, it would have been nicer.
It's
I'm not
always
happy
nice.
it came with Chip. I'd still, honestly, if it was all said and done, I'd take Chip the exact same way, even though he sucks. I just like to have him.
Yeah, it's cool.
So,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
They're
I'll
all
see what
derpy.
they
So.
included in.
Yeah,
Them-
but other than that, that's my 2 cents.
All those little dudes are derpy, so it's good to have another little derpy guy.
If I can, does anybody else need to go?
That's it.
Nope.
Let me.
Nope.
I got some pictures of this Omnigonics only just to show. I'm not trying to criticize this thing, because these photos that I'm showing you do look like crap, but just to show the proportions in comparison. Hold on, let me screen share it real fast. Tell me.
While he does that, can I say one thing?
Sure.
No, Matt.
One thing I guess I would complain about would be the one chest panel, how the tire's behind it, so then it doesn't really like clip in or like fit that as flush. Like right here.
Yeah, I've tried many times to try to get that in, and it just won't.
Yeah,
All right.
that'd be my only thing.
Tell me when you're ready.
Alright,
We're ready.
we're ready.
All right, so just forget about that. This definitely looks like crap. I'm not making any thing.
And the color photos, it still looks like.
He's looking a little
This is what I'm talking
pale.
like this.
It's not supposed to be
The
gray.
arms are about the same. It's a little bit like, I feel like this is more correct than the Badcube.
But
As
the
far as the
backpack
scale
is,
to it.
ugh.
And then right here again, I know it looks terrible, but just I'm looking at the scale. The thighs kind of. You see what I'm saying? Like that feels right. to me.
Yeah.
It feels more
The
right.
proportions are right.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
This feels more right to me than the Badcube.
See, here the chest is too big.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's too,
this
it's
is where
going
this
down
thing's
too
gonna
far.
die.
But
This
the
thing's gonna
legs,
die.
the legs aren't bad. I know what you mean.
This thing's gonna die based on the chest, and it looks like the shoulders connect to that, and that's what this thing. If it even comes out, that's gonna be its Achilles
Look
heel.
how
But
square the feet are.
this
Yeah,
is
and
bad.
here-
Look at that.
And here's another thing with the feet. It's like if the thighs were a little bit bigger, it would throw the proportion off, and maybe the feet would look a little bit more even. You know?
I mean, that shit right there.
You get what I'm
looks-
saying?
The
Yep.
back of that thing looks terrible.
No, I think the back of the Omnigonics looks fucking amazing.
Really? Look how high those.
Go ahead, bring it back up.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
Look how high those vents are.
Yeah, but it doesn't look that bad. I know this is
the
the
whole back of the car
There.
sticking out.
or here. I see what you're saying. It's not
I don't
quite like
like those
Badcube
things
does a better
sticking out,
job
like-
there. But here's let's look at this thing, because this looks like.
I wish we just ripped the legs off of that one and put it on this one. It would-
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, looking at it too, and now looking at it with the same critical eye, like the alt mode definitely isn't as good. It's a
It's
different.
out mode.
it's
This is
different.
wrong car.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll you know, like I said, you've seen me do it twice now. I'll tell you, not that I'm wrong, but I see the issues. I'm not going to be happy with this one either.
Did Julian get back to you yet, or?
Oh, we're cool. We hashed that out.
Cool. Even his spikes, his arm towers are tiny too. They're even tinier.
Yeah, maybe I'm just going by the G1 toy, and they were pretty fucking huge.
Oh yeah.
Where is that? Do I have it?
I'm sure you could find it.
Yeah, find the G1 picture one.
I will. Hold on. But like, so I mean, like stuff like, you know what I'm saying, like that to me, maybe that to me looks correct.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if he was a touch taller. I mean, you could cheat.
If the chest was about a half an inch shorter, you know what I mean? If it just went up a bit more.
Chris said in the chat, he's like, just 65 shipped.
I know. Hey, wait, it was 50 last time. What's going on?
I applied the Autobot labels. It's one.
Oh, now it's not a KO anymore. There you go.
Here's the.
Whoa!
Look at this. So here's a drawing. I mean, again, it's a drawing. That's not accurate. That's not.
That's actually. I think that's the classics drawing.
This is a G1 accurate.
Well, that's the show.
There we go.
Look at those ears.
There's Sunstreaker right there, man.
Chase. His shoes are white in the show. What's up, Badcube? He doesn't have these green hospital shoes.
Looks like Kylo Ren.
Chip's wearing Crocs.
This is what you want to see, right?
Yeah.
The G1.
There we go.
Yeah, look at
With
those
all
things.
feet and arms, man. Look at these monkey arms.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nah.
God, the G1 toy is awful. Ugh. All right.
Yeah, that was it.
Hey, listen, it's 1984. Actually, it was even older than that. It was early 80s. It was like 80 when that toy
Yeah,
first
was that
came
like
out.
79, 80?
Yeah.
When this was engineered?
I'm
Wow.
trying to look and see if.
That was a Diaclone line?
Yep, that was the end of towards the tail end of Diaclone when they were all self-contained.
Diachrone.
Diaclone.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, well.
Maybe it's not as bad as you thought.
I mean,
Yeah.
listen. I don't like it. You know, after a while, I'll.
Every time he talks about it, he likes it
Not
more
right,
and more.
you know. I'm not saying that I'm wrong. I'm just saying that he may. I don't know.
You don't even know what you're saying anymore.
All right, before we wrap this up, I just want to go through the chat real quick.
Okay.
Let's say what's up to everybody. Dustin R's in the chat. What's up? Harvey __ Dent. He's in the chat, of course. Chavo Jordan, what's up, brother? Mr. Pinkerton, we got Russ. Big Russ is in the chat. What's up, Russ?
What's up, Russie?
Let's see. Oh, Jose's in the chat. What's up, brother? He shouts out FIGGAH banging, of course. Yes. And they're just talking about this and that. And this. Justin L's in there. Jisk, how the hell did you get in there?
I'm everywhere.
Hey, Toy Lab TV's in there. What's up, Ronan? And let's
Shout out
see.
to Ronan, who also hates the feet on this thing.
Yes, seems
Does
to
he?
be
I didn't see him
consistent.
say that.
Barry R's in there. What's up, brother? Beast Wars Barry. And Chris says Dust best feature if it should have been the price. Womp womp womp. And once again, thank you guys for chipping in and purchasing that for my birthday. It's really nice gesture.
No problem.
No.
Fuckers. Now I can't get rid of it. I gotta keep it forever.
No, I don't care if it's it doesn't hurt my feelings.
Hey, you know what? Honestly, I just started fucking with it yesterday, man. I really didn't give it enough time yesterday. So as I messed with it more, and actually, you know, I didn't get it on the shelf yet. I didn't, you know.
That's why I like this show. I change your mind one figure at a time.
No, you don't.
Not for Gravity Builder.
I'm just disappointed.
Yo, the Gravity Builder's a whole nother subject, man. I haven't seen so many people jumping ship. Holy shit. They see that iceberg coming, man. They see
I'm
that
so for
iceberg
it.
coming.
No more Devastators, please.
You're my boy, Gravity Builder. I want to see this through to the end.
He's gonna be holding on. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Maybe in combined mode. Once some people get it and then take pictures and they're like, oh, I should have got this one. Well, too late.
Even if it kills me, but that toy world is starting to look pretty damn good.
I think that's what it is. People are just like, ooh, wait a minute.
There's always something. Grass is always greener on the other side.
Toy
Yeah,
World's
no,
too
yeah.
big.
And at the same time, too, every company releases their best, like for a combiner, the best ones first. So their arms are going to be the best feature. I guarantee you their legs are going to be terrible looking.
Not to get on the Gravity Builder thing here, but Yeah, man. The first one looked really good, and then all right, you were like mixing truckers, and then that third one, you're like, oh
man,
what the fuck is going on here?
I think Gravity Builder is going to be more for the combined mode, and I think Torwald's going to be more for the box.
Yeah. Well, of course.
I'm sticking to the all modes. I like
Is
them.
anybody else upset that Chip Chase, like, you can't let him properly sit in the chair? He always
That bugs the shit out of me.
We're back on the Chip Chase, and you know, did you guys see the globs of paint on here?
Yeah, on the
globs of paint.
I said it before. I think my theory is that they bought the wheelchairs just in bulk, and they just made it. They already had Chip already done. They're like, wait, we need a wheelchair. They just bought whatever cheap wheelchair they could find, for a quarter of a cent a piece, and said, fuck it, good enough.
I was watching Bobby Skullface review today, and I was really waiting for him to do something like with the paint on this about massive licks. slobbering licks of paint, and I just lost Chip's leg. He's, God.
Oh,
man.
man.
Now he's Lieutenant Dan. He's in Lieutenant Dan mode.
And they're like, oh, God, it's just...
He's still on it.
Chip, man. I mean, there's some more I'm messing with it. I'm just like, God, it's
terrible. At least it made him removable. Like, he's not, like, plastered onto his chair.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, and we didn't have to get it.
I think I could go into my daughter's room and find a Shopkins that looks like a head of broccoli. That's a better Chip Chase than this thing.
And, what the fuck is a Shopkin?
No, you don't know what Shopkins?
Google it.
No.
You're not in the know.
Janaea,
Those that know what I'm
talking about. Tell this guy about Shopkins. No, I'm just kidding, man. It's okay.
Oh, I can tell.
High five.
Chip Chase to me looks like Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's after he's dead and they strap some on him and they're just walking around the beach with him.
He's getting pulled by the boat. Bing! Hitting the buoys. Bing!
Yeah, like that's literally what he looks like to me. He's already dead, just nobody's told him yet.
I can't wait to put him next to the Michael Myers. Michael Myers Spike.
Oh, that's the best one.
Spike Myers.
I'm surprised you don't look at that thing in the middle of the night.
For my Chip Chase, it's just the right leg that comes off. That's the only one. The other one's on there perfect.
I guess I haven't messed with mine enough.
Crumbles.
Mine fucking it hit a landmine, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It comes with the landmine feature.
Yeah, it looks like on mine here, the right leg is gonna fall off, and I haven't even taken them out yet.
I said it earlier today on Bobby's review. I said they nailed Chip Chase. He definitely looks handicapped.
Okay, and on that note, we're about an hour.
Got it right.
I made the right choice by bringing you on this episode.
Every episode. Guaranteed for laughs.
Alright, I think we're good for now.
Sweet.
Yep.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Let's just go down the line, tell everybody where you can find you. Start with Jisk.
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Jbotron.
Short and sweet. Matt?
You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Aznkidmatt, and thanks for having me again, guys.
Anytime. Mr. Dustmightz?
I am at Dustmightz on Instagram, Dustmightz on the Facebooks, Dustmightz on the YouTubes. That's it. Thomas.
Tommy?
Facebook, I'm Tommy Barricade Lloyd II. You can catch me there. IG, I'm Tommy Stars, TOMMY, STARZZZ. And I want to say thanks for guys having me on the show.
Your first figure banging.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. Thank you so much.
Awesome, man.
You can find him at Thomas Butterbottoms.
What?
Tumblr.com.
Oh.
Where's my fucking notepad?
Write it down.
Oh,
Swear to God, man, I'm on the next page already.
Oh. We made it to the notepad.
Fucker.
I am AceMilo at AceMilo on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everything. Check out all the Realm Collectors content, realmcollectors.com for all the links. The Facebook group, the YouTube channel, all that stuff, realmcollectors.com. Yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight. Hope you guys had fun. Hopefully do it again soon. Good night.
Real quick.
Well,
real quick before you go. Real quick. I just figured this out.
Oh, boy.
You could take off Chip's head and it fits right in the barrel of the gun.
Oh my God.
Look at that. I'm just saying. All right. That's it.